is Justin. You see, Justin went from being a teacher to baking bread. Career shifts, chasing passion is very idealistic, some might say. Not a smart or profitable idea.
Of course it's not profitable. Like, I'm only making maybe a third of the income I was making as a teacher, but I found that my mind wasn't in the right place sometimes. So yeah, I'll take the pay cut to control the things that I want to control.
Sounds like his mind is still not in the right place. Who would throw away their iron rice bowl for breadcrumbs? This is Justin's letter to himself.
Oh, okay, here we go. I hope you already decided what you would like to do next in your life. I hope you have stopped giving two shits about money. Okay, yeah, I achieved that, I think. You know, I was saying these things to students like, oh, follow your passions, explore life, take your time. But then I was like just in the classroom all the time. So I felt a bit of dissonance. I felt like I really had to do what I preached, which is to go and experience life.
Idealistic. Perhaps the only reason why someone can pursue their passion is because money isn't a factor.
Yeah, I am privileged. Giving up a well-paying job to bake bread and make much less of an income is privilege. But every generation is trying to give the next generation the privilege of being happier than they were, right? My mom and dad worked hard to afford me the privilege of being happy, and I feel like I should use that privilege to make other people happy too.
This is good.
Do you still have a lot of bread?
I think one more slice in the freezer. You still using your hand to do all the bread?
Yeah.
So you put the machine one side already.
Yeah, I don't use machine anymore.
Imagine needing 24 loaves.
It's the saying that if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Right?
I really like how things just take their own form if you give them some time and just let them be. Even though it might feel a bit strange at first, just know that after some time, it will work out.
A tough pill to swallow in our fast-paced society, where everyone's always in a rush to get ahead and mistakes are to be avoided like the plague.
When you're the only person baking in the business, you have a lot of anxiety about whether your product is good. I constantly second-guess myself. So then every day I try to remind myself, it's just bread. Yeah, it's important to someone and you disappointed a customer, but there are times when I can have a mistake and I should allow myself those mistakes.
Millennials, raised during an economic boom. What happened to work hard first, then chase passion later?
I don't really see this as not working. I started out teaching as my first job. Since I became a young adult, I was teaching for 5 years. I mean, yeah, it's a short amount of time, but I want to experience other things in the world. Hopefully one day, when I do something else again, or even if I become a teacher, that will just make me a better teacher from all that life experience.
What is unexpected is that in this fast-paced, ambitious world, Justin seems to understand the constructive use of solitude.
Anyone who has baked bread would know about this too. It's called rest. You have to let the dough relax, you have to let the dough rise. So there's a lot of waiting, but that is not empty waiting. You're waiting for natural processes to happen, and then you insert yourself into it. So it's a lot like how I take my life. I like to rest and think about what's in front of me and respond to what's in front of me. Like how I respond to the dough, you can't force it, right? Happiness cannot be forced. The bread cannot be forced either.
Perhaps not all wild dreams are big or world-changing.
We have to just appreciate that we are alive. I am comfortable, I have food to eat, I have bread to eat. I can have a purpose waking up in the morning to bake bread for people. Like, all those things are blessings to me, and I appreciate all of that. It's my hope that, when someone eats this bread, I always bake bread in 2 loaves at a time, so they can have a loaf and I can have a loaf, and that will be a point of connection between us. It's like friendship, right? If I can't be there to express my friendship to you, here's a loaf of bread and you eat it and it blesses you. And it's a blessing for me too that I know that we're both having bread at the same time.